Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Dark Souls 2. So, what's going on in this game? I do believe we are going to actually make some progress in the Forest of Giants, at least a little bit. Which, progress? Progress is always good. I appreciate progress, that's good. Maybe didn't need to show off these hollows being beaten, but I thought, you know what, let's just show off what happens when I actually manage to beat them properly. Might as well. My blade actually, I guess it's a scimitar. The scimitar has a wide, I don't know what you call it, swing? Yeah. Well, I mean, it curves, like the blade, so it can hit multiple people. Maybe not as good as some weapons, but it works enough. So right there, perfectly, I could use only 3 hits and kill 2 people instead of having to use, 4 hits to hit 2 people. Anyways, almost fell off there. That gave me a heart attack just watching it. Oh boy. But anyways, so over here is Archer that you need to kill if you want to actually, stop getting pelted by stupid arrows. And here, I did not know how to jump. Because jumping has its own button now. So how it works is, because I skipped the whole beginner thing, you dash and then you press the down on the L button. Holy crap, that is so good. It makes so much sense. I love it. I mean, I messed it up there, but that was my own fault. Also, don't do it. Don't. Oh god. Here, kids, is something you shouldn't do. 1, don't fight a strong enemy when you know you're underprepared. And 2, you'll see in a second. But I want to say, jumping. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I don't know if you jump as high or as far as before, but there's like a small noise attached to it, as if you just got like a perfect parry off, like that noise, and it's so satisfying looking. I love it. Anyways, here, kids, is another thing you shouldn't do. Never trying to run through mist when there's an enemy chasing after you. And don't cancel the mist just to be killed. A bunch of bad things. Don't do any of that, to be honest. Regardless, what you should do is avoid the big enemy when you're not prepared. Kill off the small enemies. I hate that. I hate, roll, like right there, I did it again. I roll up to someone and I have no stamina. It's, frustrates me because it's my own fault, but I should stop it. Anyways, finally making progress. So, through here, 2 paths. Take a left or go straight. I recommend going straight because in here there's 2 enemies. One you can see, one off to your left in the corner that you can't see. So you gotta be careful there. But take 1 hit, it's okay because, I mean, I'll die and take the other path in a second, but you'll see. So off to the left here is a guy, which I have a hard time seeing. And you would have had an even hard time, or worse time, seeing him if you go around the corner, because he will jump at you. He will lunge, like his life depends on it. He's just one of those sort of a little bit rude placements. That's just how it goes. Also, these guys, I believe our first time seeing these. Also, sorry, I have allergies. They're hitting me for some reason. These guys, really weird. They're like soldiers, but they have their necks broken and they walk all weird. So here it is. That's the guy that jumps at you. If I did not know about him, I probably would have died right there. It's frustrating, but you gotta be careful. Anyways, same thing. You can't forget after dying, you gotta kill off the other guys. But the soldier up ahead, he's like that class of soldiers or character, I guess, or mob, whatever. Not that tough. You just got to be very careful when fighting them. And not careful as to avoid them, but careful as in you got to know when to actually go in. Like right there, terrible. But after that 3rd swing, perfect time, because then you could just stagger him and kill him. It makes him real easy. It's, I don't know, it's you got to be very careful. That's all I could say. Sorry, I was trying to see if you could actually jump while running against a wall. Maybe you can, but I can pull it off there. Also, Archer. Hate the Archer. It's annoying. So I'm sort of pondering what to do here. I actually, pat myself on the back. I managed to do this section perfectly without dying. And, you know, it's not like it's, you know, the best achievement in the world. It's just like I feel good about it. Because I take down an archer right there. I take down a hollow chasing me down. Not only that, but I also take down a soldier who's throwing fire bombs, which are very dangerous. And then a cool way, too, is like, da 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 da. Yeah. A lot of cool stuff happened there. And, you'll see in a second, I kill another guy, just because. I'm like, sure. There's an item over here, sort of hidden, but careful, because there is a guy just sort of creeping up on you. But yeah, there you go, item. Buckler, very neato. I don't think I end up using the buckler. I end up using a leather shield. But, pat myself on the back. That was really well done, that section. But I almost ruin it by not checking that door. Because I try to leave... I'll try to check, like, around corners and whatnot before I go through main paths. Because I don't want to, like, go through a path and then go down another path and forget all about the corner. But it's okay. That guy didn't really go after me. Anyways, I try to do this. I try to check the new items. I have no idea what they are. Turns out that the witches... I was trying to figure out which one it is. The witching urn is... Think of it like a magical sort of firebomb with blue flame. It's weird. Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Not yet. You don't want to go down there because... Dear God, you have to go over here and you have to get the second bonfire for the, you know, Forest of the Giants. Otherwise, you're going to be sad. So sad. So, I was terrified that was an enemy, but it's okay. You know, it's actually a merchant. Old lady, I believe. I also don't know if I mentioned, but I love the animation whenever you light the bonfire. It's very nice. Alright, so it might not seem like there's too much here, because there's not. And explorer stuff, or travelers stuff is just sort of meh. But get that damn key off on the right. Get it, get it, get it. Also, this is a nice place to buy the soul gems or whatever. But if you get Leningrad's key, you can then open up the blacksmith's house for blacksmithing. Also, I'd recommend getting the item that was right next to the key. It's the something something contraption, or like the Pharaoh's contraption. It's like a key you use to initiate the contraption, because there's like a bunch of different things around the world, I guess. Like, I'm very vague. I have very little information on this, but basically, like, randomly you'll see like the same sort of icon, and it's one of the same contraptions, or one of the same type of contraptions. And you essentially, you know, mess with it, and then by using that key, it goes away afterwards. You usually get an awesome treasure or some crap like that. So, very good investment, and it's only like 1,000. Also, they're like, attack the door. Oh, there you go. Smart people. I would not have thought of that. Probably not. See, kids, it pays to break everything around you. Also, Radiant Life Gem, very cool, but I'm gonna squander that shit so quickly. So if I understand right, chests, if you break open the chest, which you can do for lock boxes that are metal, but you can do it for just, you know, wooden chests. You can actually lose out on treasure on the inside, I guess, but otherwise you won't know if it's a mimic or not. So you sort of run that risk. But mimics, as far as I know, never change position, so if you know where they are, then you don't have to worry about them randomly popping up. The other nice thing in here is another item, but somehow, watch it, somehow an enemy pops out of nowhere. Takes me forever to open this thing, and the second I do, suddenly an enemy. He was probably standing against a wall and I didn't see him. But lucky me, I got my buckler. And I actually managed, that was a parry, but I didn't really... They changed parries so that now when you parry them, you have to actually wait to a certain point to initiate the riposte, or whatever it's called. the counterattack, I guess. I picked up a nice item there, the Estus Flask Shard. You want that, or Estus Shard, whatever. You want that so hard, because they can upgrade your Estus. Because right now, our Estus will only hold 1, I believe. But you can get them all the way up to like 6, 7, 8, something like that. Also, watch this. Fuck me. I keep falling. I didn't understand. You have to hold down the, for me, on PS3, it's circle button. And then you have to press down. It's frustrating, but it's okay. Ladders are tough. You know, they're tough. Alright, so this area, you can't actually go through that gate. I try here, because it only opens from the other side. So I can only assume that you exit back out of here through some magical contraption of doors and whatnot. Also, as far as I could tell, there's no way to get in through here, so that sucks. At least I don't think there is. Did I check? Who knows? I did check. It's locked. I don't know where you get the key. Somewhere. But can't do anything with that. That sucks. I originally saw this section in some gameplay, you know, of Dark Souls 2. I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing. And after this whole section, it'd be connected to a bunch of underground stuff and whatnot. And oh my god, there's mist. There's some mist. What? And that's locked too. Don't know what's behind it, but I'll find out one day. Anyways, careful. That's an enemy. Sort of just sitting there. Yep. On all fours, you gotta be careful. Otherwise, he'll just walk up and stab you in the back. So I thought this whole section would be underground and all like shrouded, and you have to use torches. And nope. You go through the mist. What do you find? You are outside with trees and water. I'm like, okay, it's a bit of a bait and switch, I guess. This section is actually a little bit awkward to not explore, but to actually navigate. So if you go this upper path, you'll go one way. Go the lower path another. But the lower path can be a little bit more convoluted, so you'll see that later on. Yeah, these guys, I guess they're ready for you to go from a different direction, but I don't get how you go from that direction. Not sure, but watch out in the sky as we go up that ladder in a moment here. Yeah, so watch in the sky. I don't know what that is. It looks a little bit like the large crow from Dark Souls 1, but it could easily be a griffin, or a winged dragon, or not winged, but feathered. I think it's either the crow or a griffin, but I don't know either way. That guy's rude with his fire bombs. And that guy was sitting down below. He decided to come up and join the fight. Their shields can be annoying, but I find if you attack them after they try to attack or use their shield sort of slam. Also, I love this. I try so hard. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to jump up here. I'm perfect. Okay, and then down slash. Nope, missed it. You could do plunging slashes, which do a crap ton of damage, but I biffed it so hard. Anyways, the shield guys, you know, for the most part, just try to stagger them after their shield is not up. This section, I die. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I die, so I haven't seen all of it, but there is a guy here, which you should talk to.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate.
Alright, throwing this out there. I don't trust Pate.
I journey
Don't trust
hither
him.
and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes. There's treasure in there for certain. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same. I was with this warrior, you see, and the rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot.
I don't trust him.
The gent's ring. I do hope.
I don't trust
I'll leave this
him.
one to you.
He makes me think of Patches. He's too laid back. I don't like him. Anyways, this section is only tough because I was unprepared. I didn't have any Estus ready. You know, I mean, I had one Estus, but that's not really. I have more now, like 4 or 5. I was not ready at all. But I think I'm going to actually head back here when I get a chance, because I believe this is the path you have to take to actually progress through the Forest of Giants and actually get closer to the boss, if not get to the boss. But yeah, there's an archer and 2 hollows out here, or archer hollow, but whatever. And then there's 2 soldiers on the inside, 2 or 3. There's a bunch, you know. You'll see in a second. They're the ones that are tough, because with my current setup, I have to use 3 or so hits to kill them. But with a new weapon I get later on, it's only 2. So they're really tough. Also, the stupid pole arms, the pikes, whatever, they could be really tough. They could just poke you down. It could be tough to actually get in there with someone really close combat, like a swordsman. Again, you know, just chugging those life gems because I don't know what else to do. I could have played this so much better. I got, what do you call it? I got stun locked in a way. What I should have done, also right there, that was called a guard break in a way. I think it's called a guard break. Whatever. If you run out of, I'll say quick, run out of stamina while guarding or using your shield blocking, then you'll go into a stagger mode, which you can actually be like critically hit, like as if you're being backstabbed, but from the front, and you can take massive damage, often meaning you die. So don't do that. Don't try to shield through everything. It's not going to always work. Alright, I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.